What's up, bro? Watch me make some videos. The first video we're doing is 17 things to do when you're feeling bored. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it. I don't like waiting. Let me get into the flow. Alright. 17 things to do when you're bored. I'm not going to waste your time because that's boring. If you actually want to stop feeling bored, you have to put in some effort to stop feeling bored. Put some work in. Listen to one of these things that I talk about. Put some work in. Listen to one of these things. Put some work in. Listen to one of these things that Put some work in. Listen to one of these things that I'm about to talk to you about. Put some work in. Listen to one of these things. Listen to. Not gonna waste your time because that's boring. Waste your time because it's boring. If you actually want to stop being bored, listen to one of these things because you can be better than all of them. Not gonna waste your time because that's boring. Not gonna waste your time because that's boring. If you actually want to stop feeling bored, you have to put some effort in, some work in to stop feeling bored. Just listen to one of these things and we can stop being bored and be better than all of them. We have the potential to be better than everyone else. The first thing you can do to stop feeling bored. The first thing you can do to stop feeling bored is to put First thing. The first thing you can do to stop feeling bored is to make your days more busy. Try to be occupied with things you like to do. Things that take up time in your day but are still beneficial for you. For example, I go to school, play soccer, make videos. I still do things. I keep making my days busy so I'm not bored. I don't have times of multiple hours where I have nothing to do, really. Instead of going home bored, not knowing what to do, and just watching YouTube because I didn't plan myself out to do anything else. I filled my days with productive things that took up some time throughout my days. Enough to the point where I wasn't feeling that bored when I didn't have so much time to do something. I filled up my days with more productive things that didn't make me as bored because I still had something to do. Each hour I was doing something. I wasn't at a loss of what to do, thinking about what I want to do when I get home, whatever. I had something I wanted to do. And if you don't know exactly what to do, then do the second thing. The second thing you should do to stop feeling bored is to plan your days. Plan your days out so you know what to do when you get home from school. You know what to do before school, during school, what you want to do before you go to sleep. Plan simple things throughout your days, so you have a sense of direction and you know what you want to do in those moments. Well, I like the sense of write down things you want to do in your day so you don't forget them. You know what to do when you're feeling bored. And because when you're feeling bored, you can spend the time feeling bored, writing down, preparing yourself for the days and days to come. So when you aren't bored, you actually you know what to do. Alright, this is gotta be one of my roughest ones, bro. I swear I don't stutter this much, but it's whatever. The third thing you can do to stop feeling bored, which is what I'm doing right now, is go outside. Be outside in nature with a bunch of trees around you when it's a nice day, even if it's a little cold, even if you have to wear a little cold coat, even if it's drizzling rain, it's still nice outside. It feels so amazing being outside when you've been staring at screens the whole day and you're really just you can be completely immersed in nature. This is kind of random, but it felt so good doing this outside instead of doing this inside. I was playing soccer and I had to go to the bathroom, but it was an away game and there were some disgusting porta potties that I didn't want to be in. So I decided to just pee outside. And when I peed outside behind some red crate, it felt so good. I felt so immersed in nature, and that was the first time I ever did it, and it felt so much better than doing it inside. Going outside is a good reset to detox your brain from being inside in your humid, cold room, whatever it is, and be outside in nature like we've been doing for the past thousands and hundreds of years. If you want a hard reset, do this fourth thing to stop feeling bored. Take a cold shower. If you're feeling bored, a little tired, don't know exactly what to do, don't have enough energy or motivation, take a cold shower. I guarantee this is one of the best ways to reset your mind and actually get to doing that hard work. I guarantee it. So many times I've felt a little tired after coming from school, felt a little tired in the morning, and as soon as you get into that cold shower, you instantly feel so much more energy. I can feel my eyes expanding as soon as the cold water touches my feet. And imagine doing that every day when you're a little tired for 1 or 2 minutes. You will genuinely change your days. The fifth thing you can do to stop being bored is to do 50 push-ups. I'm not joking. Do 50 push-ups right now if you're feeling bored. Do 50 push-ups right now if you're feeling bored. Not only will this train you mentally, give you some strong muscle, but you won't be bored. Sixth thing you can do to stop feeling bored is to talk to someone. Talk to someone online, in person. Go somewhere and talk to someone. I know it sounds stupid and okay, talk to someone. But seriously, so many people overlook, oh no, I'm too cool to talk to people. Just talk to someone. So many times where I've engaged in social things when I was a little bored, when I was at school, I was a little bored, and it just felt so much better. I had so much of a more positive outlook on that day. Saying little things like saying good evening to the bus driver when I got home from a soccer game, saying hi to the lunch lady, saying thank you, have a nice weekend, thank you, have a nice day, good morning. Saying even small things like that, just getting used to talking to someone, because it builds up your social skills. You're not as bored as you would have been if you're just sat around there just doing nothing in school, wherever you are. You get to train yourself more and get out your comfort zone. The seventh thing you can do to stop feeling bored right now is to go on a walk. Go on a walk right now. It's probably a nice day. Even if it's a little rainy, it's 50 degrees. It's 50 degrees. Go outside, bro. I know you can do it. I know you can go outside. You have a little place you like going for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, go outside. And you'll stop feeling as bored. Stop being as bored, as tired, as sluggish. And you'll get to make a cool moment out of your day. The eighth thing you can do when you're feeling bored is to do some chores. I know you probably have some chores that you're procrastinating on right now, or just because I said this, you've reminded yourself, oh yeah, I have to do the laundry, I have to wash the dishes, I have to vacuum. I probably reminded you of a chore. So why don't you do that chore instead of sitting on your couch doing nothing, being bored? I don't know why you're looking at me like if I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Do the chore. If you actually want to stop being bored and make something out of your day, do the chore. Do the chore that your parents probably wanted you to do anyways, that you said you're gonna do a week ago. I like playing with like leaves and stuff. So if you see me drop down like that, it's because I'm picking grass or something. It's probably a bad habit, but it's whatever. You can't expect to change if you're sitting around and stop. You can't expect to change and stop being bored if you're sitting around. You have to put in some effort, like I said. So do that chore. Do that chore. Make your parents happy. Make yourself happy that you got that chore out the way, and now you could finally do this other thing. You could finally go on a walk now that you did that chore. We're already on number 9. We're speeding through. Let's go. Vamos. The 9th thing you can do to stop feeling bored is to finish your homework. This is probably one of the most boringest things to do, but it's better than sitting on your couch doing nothing, sitting in your computer chair, scrolling on YouTube, doing nothing. Finish your homework. Finish that one math homework. Get good grades so your parents are happy and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Bro, school is so annoying. The amount of homework. It's not even that much homework, but just getting homework, it's so annoying. I can't believe it, bro. Do this over the weekend. Probably looks like I have terrible posture, but I swear, like, come on, bro. I know school's boring and dumb, but it's seriously better than sitting on the couch all day doing nothing. You know? I know school's boring and dumb, but it's better than being bored. The 10th thing you can do to stop feeling bored, which I think is one of the best ways to stop feeling bored, is to plan your future self. Plan. Excuse me. Prepare for your next day. So the day when you aren't feeling as bored, it's a lot easier to go through your day when you're not feeling bored, when you have energy and motivation to do things. Plan right now when you're feeling a little tired, unmotivated, bored. So you can, the next day when you might not feel as bored, you can do all the things you want to do. Set out the towel of where you want to take a shower. Set out the clothes you want to wear tomorrow. Put this thing here, put this thing here. Write a list of things you want to do. It's kind of, we're kind of being meanies. We're kind of being jerks to ourselves one time. We're kind of being, it's kind of funny to think about how we're kind of being jerks to our future selves, because we usually don't plan things throughout our days. I don't really write everything I want to do at every hour, every minute, and because I miss out on this and this and this, and I sometimes don't plan out what clothes I want to wear, because I do those things, I'm not able to do everything that I want to do, and I have to spend the time I could have been doing planning out this and this when I was bored. And when I have so much energy, I have to figure out what I want to wear and decide if this is good or not, if this coat is good. I have to figure those things out when it's really pulling the potential I have in that day back to where I was the other day when I was feeling bored, tired, and whatever. And the bonus thing is to not think of feeling bored as like a bad day, as all your momentum's gone, all your progress is done, it's all gone. No, it might not be above 50% day, because by default half of our days are below 50% and half of our days are above 50%. And we might just be having one of those 50% days where we're not doing as much as this day and that day, and we could be doing a little less than that day, and it might even be one of the worst days we've ever had. Just learn to be, it's completely fine to have those days, because not every day is going to be some perfect amazing day where you do everything you want to do. Life is going to get in the way. This thing's going to happen to you. You might not feel as energetic because of this thing. As long as you keep on trying and make your time wise, don't try to waste it in a bunch of things. So you can prepare for your next day. And alright, now I'll cut that out. The 11th thing you can do to stop feeling bored is to write down why you're feeling bored. It might sound pointless, but when you write down why you're bored, I'm bored because I have nothing to do. And when you really look at it, when you see I'm bored because I have nothing to do, you really think about it. Instead of it like just circling around your mind and you don't really look at the thing, when you actually look at, you have nothing to do. Do you really have nothing to do? Or are you just, yeah, there's these things I want to do, but I don't really want to. You're still having things you can do. So when you really look at it, you're like, wait, I could actually do this thing. I could actually solve this problem of me having nothing to do. The 12th thing you can do to stop feeling bored is to create something. Draw, make a video, go outside, make some artwork, edit something, just have fun, create something, because it is a lot better than wasting your energy scrolling on social media, relapsing, whatever. It's so much better to use your creativity to make something and have it like as a frame on your room. Have it as your desktop, whatever. No, I gotta stop saying whatever. Cut the whatever out. Create something that shows that you were present. Create something that shows that you did something that day. That shows you did. Create something that shows you did something that day, instead of having nothing to show for that day. The 13th thing you can do to stop feeling bored is to read a book. Like your mom always said when you said, I'm bored, I don't know what to do. Actually read a book. If you don't want to read a book, just watch on YouTube some summary of a book. Watch some YouTube video about 7 things I learned from this book. Every book that helped me. Like one of the videos I made. So I can watch every book that helped me and learn something from it. My paper's wet. No. It's a little rainy today, but it's fine. I like it. It's nice and chill. The 14th thing you can do to stop feeling bored is to literally stare at your wall and think about your life. Think about what's going on in your life, what you're doing well, what you could be doing better. Genuinely stare at your wall for 10-20 minutes and just think about your life. Think about the things that you're doing. Think about, oh, I'm complaining about being bored and blah, 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 blah. don't want to be like them. So staring at your wall and thinking for literally 10 minutes, you can realize that I need to stop being like this. I need to do this. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. I need to do this thing. I need to do this thing. I need to be doing that. And then when you finally realize the problem, because you're not distracting yourself by going on social media, playing video games. You're not distracting yourself by doing other things and saying you're bored, you're bored, you're bored. Actually solve the problem. Actually solve the problem and stop complaining. I know it's hard to... I know you're feeling a little bored and whatever, but I said whatever again when I said I wasn't going to say it. I know you're a little bored right now, but I know you're a little bored right now, but I know you're a little bored right now, but I know you're a little bored right now, but I know you're a little bored right now, but I know you're a little bored right now, but if you can think about something that... I know you're a little bored right now, but I know you're a little bored right now. Now that's a song though. I know you're a little bored right now, but if you can think about some... Oh. I know you're a little bored right now. I know you're a little bored right now. I know you're a little bored right now, but if you can... I know you're a little bored right now, but if you can stare at your wall, you could realize the solution to your problem. I'm done with that. I'm done with number 14. I don't care anymore. The 15th thing that you can do to stop feeling bored is to watch a podcast. Not only will you learn from someone, but it can take up an hour, 2 hours. So it pretty much is productive thing to do if you don't have any clue of what you want to do if you're feeling bored. I've learned a lot of valuable things from watching people that I looked up to have a podcast, and I was able to learn and implement so many things of what they taught and what they spoke about in those podcasts. The 16th thing that I did to stop feeling bored and what you can do to stop feeling bored is to meditate. Sit and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Well, that feels so good. Every time I tell you to take a deep breath in, deep breath out, I swear it makes me feel so much better because I haven't done it so long. But so many times I don't really meditate when I should, and I kind of miss out on it, but it seriously is a good thing to do if you're feeling bored. Bro, you have to do that. Go outside, meditate for 5 minutes. I guarantee it's so good. Alright, anyways, the 17th thing you should do to stop feeling bored is the 17th thing to do when you're feeling bored is to be fine with being bored. You can't feel amazing all the time. You can't feel amazing, like I said before, like 50% of your days are below average, 50% are above average. You have to be fine with not feeling perfect this one day, feeling a little bad this one day, missing out on this one thing, because it is eventually going to happen. If you look at it as a long enough time frame, there is going to be a day where you don't do as good as this day. There is going to be a day where this thing is better than this. This workout's better than this. One of my videos is better than this one. By views, likes, whatever, subs. I know you're a little bored right now. I know you're a little bored right now. I know you're a little bored right now. Watch another one. So the bonus thing that you can do to stop feeling bored is to watch another one of my videos. click and watch this video right here. Actually though, watch another one of my videos like this one, because I guarantee it will help you a little bit. It helped me. So subscribe to my channel if you found this video at least somewhat helpful or interesting, because I'll be posting more beneficial videos for you every single day. Like this video if you liked it. I'll see you later. Take care. And stop. I hope this made you stop feeling bored. Alright, first video done. We're gonna bounce right next to the next one, called being yourself is hard, so is something else. Oh, I gotta get the thumbnail. I almost forgot. Dude, it's so wet. I forgot. I gotta get the thumbnail. Bro, it's so wet. I don't like this wetness. So wet. Wet and soggy. Me looking bored in the camera. Alright, let's make a thumbnail, boys. Probably look like some special person when I did that, but it's whatever. Alright, next one, called being yourself is hard, so is something else. And it's just me. It is so soggy. Oh my goodness. It is so soggy. Hopefully it doesn't break and I lose my scripts. See, now I gotta think of something how I can make it start off good. I'm literally gonna put this under my chair because I do not want it to be soggy. I don't know why I didn't do that before, but good idea, me. Being yourself is hard, so it's something else. Okay, if I don't know what to say at first, I'll just make the thumbnail first. In a world where we can see billions of people every day on social media, this and that, it is so hard to be yourself. It is so hard not to take this person, accidentally copy him, purposely copy this one person, purposely do this and that. It is so hard to be yourself. And I'm trying to be myself right now, and I'm kind of failing. I'm kind of failing being myself right now, because I'm trying to like do certain things to make this video good for the algorithm, whatever, but I'm also trying to be myself. I'm trying to be authentic, and it's hard to tell really when you're being your true genuine self or when you're being pressured by whatever thing you're being pushed by. It's so hard to be yourself. And so many times I've not wanted to be myself. When I was at school, I didn't want to say this thing, I didn't want to do this thing. when I was making a video, I didn't want to say this thing, I didn't want to do this thing, because I was afraid of being myself, showing my raw, genuine self, my vulnerable self, putting myself vulnerable to you. But that is, if you can break that of actually being able to be your genuine self, making yourself vulnerable, that is when you will see the most progress, and that's when so many more people would like you. The times where I was genuinely authentic in a conversation, when I genuinely said what I wanted to say and what I actually thought, that is when people laughed, that is when people said this and that and able to like me more. That is actually when I was able to have people like me instead of trying to make people like me. I was able to have people genuinely like me when I was just being myself instead of having people like me when I was trying to get people to like me. It's a lot easier to... I was about to say it's a lot easier to be yourself, but I don't know. I'm trying to make this video raw because I don't want to cut it, because I don't want to edit it, and because I want this video to be as authentic as it is as possible. And it is hard, bro. It is hard knowing the right things, when to stop talking, when to start talking, when to do this, when to do that, but you never know. Like, I don't know if that was authentic or not. I don't know if... Please tell me you see that smoke thing. I remember all the times where I was like you're smoking. Like, a lot of people probably clicked off this video, and it could either be because I'm not being authentic enough, I'm not appealing to certain people, or I'm just doing a mix. It's also bad to do it like a mix of both things, trying to copy some people but also trying to be a little authentic. I feel like to get the best results of each spectrum, you have to be either really copying someone so you get those rewards, or you be your genuine self and take on a new, different outcome and path of where you want to be in your life. And it's already 4 minutes in, and I have no idea what to say. But besides, being yourself is hard. It is really hard. And that's something else that is extremely hard, is being confident. Being confident in yourself, because you can build yourself up and think you're some really great person, but it takes only one of them to knock you right down and be back to where you are, questioning yourself, debating, should you be your genuine self here? Should you say what you really think? Should you do this and that? Especially because all of them, they cancel you, whatever, if you say this, if you do this. They cancel you if you want to do this. I think you have to have a lot of humility. A lot of humility and patience. Basically every good habit, you have to have it to be authentic and be yourself. Yeah, I have no idea what to say. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what to say, and I probably should have ended this video like 5 minutes ago. Probably shouldn't even made this video at all, some of them would have said, but just know that being yourself, being authentic is, I think, the best way to go. And it's really polarizing, because either people hate you for it or people love you for it. And whether they hate you or they love you, they're still giving you attention and giving you the clicks and likes and comments and dislikes and views. So yeah, you could like do a little dance with it, you know. So yeah, anyways, anything else I missed out on my script? Yeah, if you start being more authentic, start being yourself more. I know it sounds super cliche. Oh yeah, just be yourself, be you, Be yourself, be natural. I know it sounds super cliche, but genuinely, be yourself. Be yourself more often. Don't fall into the trap of listening to what everyone else says. Because what everyone else says, everybody does, everyone else is average losers, brokies, degenerates. Everyone else is losers, are losers. So why should we follow what they do, what they think is right, what they think is the way? We should follow our own path because we're better than them. We have more potential and we actually can do things that they can't, that they make excuses for and what they complain about and hate on us for. So try being yourself more. I know it could be hard, but genuinely, when I be myself, that's when people like me the most, and when I can like myself the most, because I don't have to put any filters. I don't have to say this and this. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna turn into some complete crazy person and say a bunch of crazy things, but you understand. I'm being my genuine, true self. And yeah, so what? Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay. So being yourself is hard. Having confidence in yourself is also hard. And if you found this video somewhat helpful or interesting, you might have found a good channel for you. Click and watch this video right here. Subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be posting more beneficial videos to help you improve your life every single day. This video might have been random, but seriously, you need to be yourself more often, because so many times I wasn't myself and I lost out on so many things because of it, and I didn't be my true self. That was probably a really random video. I don't know how good that video is going to do, but whatever. It was my authentic self. Whatever. Moving on to the next thing. I probably look like a turtle. How I quit all bad habits at 15 years old. Now, I think that video can do extremely well, or it can completely flop and I have to suffer another video with 50 views. I don't know, we'll see. So, let's go. Let's do this, boys. Jumping right into it, not debating. I have to make a thumbnail. No, I already did, because I'm smart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go. Jumping right into it. I don't care. I'm jumping right into it. I'm able to do whatever I want when I'm 15 years old. You could easily be the same. A year ago, I was doing pretty much every bad habit imaginable, besides heroin. I was quite a loser, not doing anything really to benefit my life. But because I did these things, I was able to do a complete 180 with my life. And I'm able to do everything that I would have wanted to do right now when I'm 15. I would not imagine doing any of these things when I'm 15. 14-year-old me doesn't imagine me being where I am right now. So if you listen to this video, we can be better than everyone else. Still doing bad habits when in their 20s, 30s, still playing video games, eating junk food, whatever. We can actually be better than all of them. And we have the potential to, because I know if you're watching videos like this, you care about yourself. You care about having beneficial videos and learning something. So just jump straight into it. The first thing I did to quit all bad habits is surround myself with good people. Not even people who I talk to, but people that I watch on YouTube. When you watch people like Hamza, Andrew Tate, whatever other, Imam Gaji, whatever, you surround yourself with those people and you start to be more like them. You start to realize they meditate, they work out, they work on their finances, whatever the deal is. You start to be more like them and you start to imitate the things that they do. If you are around people who do drugs, heroin, video games, drink every day, you're probably going to do that more likely. And it's starting to rain, but it's fine. No, my paper's getting soggy. I was able to surround myself with people that I wanted to be like and looked up to, and I was able to learn from them. And grow so much more faster than if I was being around people who played video games all day and were like, yeah, it's fine to play some video games. Yeah, watch me play some video games right now. Hey, do you want to hop on a call? Let's go. Instead of being like that, I was able to watch people that are like, yeah, do this to be more successful. Do this, work out, go to the gym, go outside, improve your life, do this, do that. And I was able to do so much more in my life. And I was able to realize, oh yeah, these guys don't do these bad habits because it made their life like this, and because they don't do it, look how their life is now. Thomas is able to do this. E-Man's able to do this. Andrew Tate's able to do all of this. You're able to do so much more when you surround yourself with the good people. The second reason why, what is it even called? The second way I quit bad habits was because I'm just yapping right now. Bro, another thing, why are there so many crows? The second thing, it's like 50 degrees, but I do not care. The second thing I do, the second way I quit bad habits was I knew it would take some time. I knew I couldn't immediately quit video games, relapsing, eating junk food. I knew I had to build myself up a little bit. So when I relapsed, when I played video games again for another 30 minutes, I didn't hate myself for it, and I still tried to be pushing myself to do more in my life. I knew that if I kept trying to stop these bad habits, tried to do more good habits and benefit my life, I knew I would eventually break off from those bad habits. I didn't immediately stop when I relapsed again. Nope, it's done. I'm never relapsing. I'm never not relapsing. One mindset that helped me was to predict where my future would be. I would add up the small wins that I have in my life with bad habits and good habits and subtract the times I've relapsed, played video games, and I would have more W's for not doing bad habits. So in a long enough time frame, I realized that if I just kept doing this curve and kept breaking off from those bad habits, even if I did it, if I still did it, but it was less and less every time, I'm able to eventually break off those bad habits. I'm eventually able to quit video games, don't relapse, don't eat junk food. You will get to a point eventually where it is easy to quit bad habits, and especially if you do the other things that I'm about to talk about. Like the third thing I did to quit bad habits is I spent my time doing things. I spent my time playing sports. I spent my time talking to you right now. I spent my time doing things that would actually develop myself, because when I was still in the stage of self-improvement and still doing bad habits, I spent some of that time also doing self-improvement stuff. So after that, I didn't have that much time to do bad habits. Doing all those things made me have less time to do bad habits, and less time I was feeling bored. So usually when I was bored, I would do bad habits. So when I stopped being as bored, I would stop doing as much bad habits. So eventually, and then, all right, cut out the and then thing. The fourth thing I did to quit bad habits for the fourth thing I did to quit bad habits forever was to think about my future self. Think about how my future self would be like when I'm playing video games only 1 hour a day, playing video games when I'm cut that. All right, reset. The fourth thing I did to stop doing any bad habit was to think about my future self. Think about how my future self is going to be like when I'm scrolling on social media all day on a Saturday, playing video games 1 hour a day, eating some junk food, doing this thing, relapsing. Just think about my future self. Is my future self going to be happy that I'm doing those things? Or is it going to be happy that I'm trying to develop myself? Or is it going to be happy that I'm quitting bad habits? Is it going to be happy that I'm developing myself every day? Hey. Alright, we're on number 5. Let's go. We got one more after this, boys. One more after this. Third video I'm making, right? Yeah, third video I'm making, and then I'm making a fourth one, and then I'm going inside. So it takes me like an hour to make 4 videos. So 4 days worth of making videos in 1 hour. And then imagine if I do that 4 hours. So I make 4, 8, 12, 16. 16, like I can make 2 weeks of videos in 1 day. Imagine how crazy that is. Imagine how much more things you can do in your life. Seriously. Insane. The fifth way I quit all my bad habits at 15 was I used my age as an advantage. I used the fact that I'm only 15 and I'm doing all these things. I use that to push myself more and break ahead from all those people who are still doing bad habits when they're in their 20s. Like also self-improvement people when they're only 20 and 18. I'm pushing myself to do more because I'm only 15 and everyone else is like 18, 20, 17, 30, and I'm 15. I'm 15 years old, and I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm not using that, oh yeah, I'm only 15 and everyone else stops playing video games when they're in their 20s, so I'm just gonna play video games for another 4 years and waste my potential. I realize what I can be doing to grow myself so much in all the other years of my life. And the fact that I'm only 15 motivates me to do so much more things. Because imagine where I'm going to be in 4 years. I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anyone. But seriously, imagine the things I'm doing right now when I'm 15. I'm 15. 15 years old. So many people use that as an excuse to do this and that. And they're like, oh yeah, when I was 15, I was just playing video games, doing nothing. And I'm out here, helping you right now, trying to give you value. While everyone else is still playing video games when they're 15, still playing it when they're 20, when they're 30, still doing some bad habits. And I'm thinking about my future self, making every day count to benefit myself for the future. So I can have an amazing life and live the life I genuinely want to live and the life that we can live. I'm only 15. Once again, I'm not trying to brag, but seriously, it's just insane. I'm 15. Everyone's like, you're only 15? Wow, you're so wise, whatever. Seriously, I'm only 15. Once again, bro, I'm not trying to brag. I hope this doesn't sound like I'm being some crazy egotistical person, but like, I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm using it to push myself more to do more things because I know I have an advantage over other people, and that I'm winning technically by age-wise. Alright, last thing I did to quit all bad habits. The sixth thing that I did to quit all bad habits was when I started to quit more bad habits, do less of it. I realized how better my life was when I didn't play video games, when I didn't scroll on social media, when I actually went outside, played sports, worked out, made videos for you. I realized how better my life was when I did that. So when I did half and half, it was like a lot easier to get over that last half, instead of when I was doing it the whole time. I wasn't aware of how beneficial all of the good stuff was. When I did the good stuff, it boom instantly. I don't know how to describe it, but it was like, why would I go back to doing those bad habits and all those bad things when I'm having such a good life right now, when I'm doing good things, that all of them can't do. They make excuses for not doing it. They say, oh no, I'm too young to do it. Oh, well, I'm 20. I could wait till I'm 30. Oh, 30, whatever. I can just live like this. It's too late to change. Like, why would I go back? So if I guarantee, if you apply these things that made me quit bad habits at 15, you genuinely will change more of your life. You will. Don't have the ego to think, oh, he's only 15, so I shouldn't listen to this. Try it one day, see if it works. If it doesn't work, alright, I'm wrong, sorry, dislike this video, whatever you want. But this helped me so much, and I needed to hear a video like this a year ago when I was 14 years old, playing video games, bad habits, not knowing how to quit bad habits, and not knowing what to do with my life. So, yeah. We have the potential to be better than all of those people, like I've said multiple times. And yes, continue improving your life. You will get better, and we can break off them compared. I don't even know what I'm saying, but we'll be better than them. If you found this video at least somewhat helpful or interesting, you might have found a good channel for you. Click and watch this video right here. It's a pretty good one, I promise. Subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be trying to help you every single day. I'm going to be posting more beneficial videos to help you every single day. So like this video if you liked it. I'll see you later. Take care. I quit all these bad habits: social media, video games, junk food, relapsing, pretty much any bad habit, really. Not trying to brag, but seriously, I think you can do it too. If I did, you can. Peace. Alright, we got the last one on the most soggiest paper that it literally stuck to another one. Bro, look at it, it's so soggy. I was about to say something, but I'm not gonna say it. My folder's messed up, bro. Oh no. This is not good. Bro, it is so messed up. What's the last video anyways? I gotta get thumbnails. Oh no. Alright, last thing. Last video is called "This is Making Us Stupid." It made me stupid so many times, and I've done this mistake so many times when I was making videos right now. I've done it so many times right now, and you're about to find out what it is. So stay tuned. Just one last video and we're done. Let's go. And I've been so productive, and it's not even one. Wait, what time is it? Alright, it's 11:23 a.m. and I already made 4 videos. I definitely could have made more, honestly. Alright, let's go anyways. Last video. Let's make a thumbnail first before I forget for the last video. like some W thumbnails. Alright. Last video! Let's jump straight into it. We probably did this for our whole entire life. And it's been ruining us since we've been born. And if you didn't realize, I already did it in this video. I already did something that quite ruined my life. Maybe not to the drastic level of doing heroin, but it still damaged my life. And that's the way we talk. The way we talk, saying filler words, saying all these unnecessary words that destroy the meaning of what we're trying to say and what we actually do. Destroys our confidence. Destroys the fact that we're overthinking. We're overthinking so many times of what to say, what to do, and we're not being confident with anything. We're not being confident. We're speaking quietly. We're saying like, just, and, to, just like, because, to, the, and, because, and, I don't, and, just like, and, just like, just, and, like, just, and, because I don't even. You've probably heard me say that so many times in these videos that I've been talking to you. It sounds so stupid, right? Maybe not stupid, but maybe, but I say this so many times, and so many times it made me look like a weirdo. I'm not even holding back, bro. We need to focus on how we talk. It doesn't sound like a big deal to say like, just, and 1 or 2 times, but it can really define how we get perceived by other people, how we convey our message. Because when you're arguing with someone, right? Let's just say when we were arguing back when playing video games, whatever, on voice chat, whatever it was. It probably sounds super humiliating and stupid when you're in an argument and you stutter, you switch your words around. It probably sounds stupid. So the same thing probably like, and you lose the argument, right? You're like pretty much done when you stutter. Like, yeah, you stuttered, you're done. Like, you can't talk anymore. You lost your right to talk. So the same thing happens if we're trying to convince people to do things, sell something to someone, talk to someone, make a video. We have to focus on what we actually say. And I know it isn't the best thing to worry about what other people think, but if we're trying to convey our message on other people and try to help people, try to sell someone something, be a salesman, have a business, whatever. Be more focused and direct. Be more focused and direct with what you're saying. One of the best examples I can think about this is Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate speaks so clearly, so well with what he says. I don't think he ever stuttered like I did right now. I don't think he ever said to, because, just like. He says what he wants to say right away, boom, direct and clear. So he can hear it, he's loud, he conveys his message, he's confident in what he says, and he has his unmatched perspicacity, and coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes him a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. Imagine how I said he kind of has like a unmatched perspicacity and like a indefatigability, and like I think that makes him a unmatched opponent in any realm of human endeavor. I think is that what it's called? I think maybe, just because seriously, it sounds like I'm over exaggerating, but it really does define like I just said it, bro. can't even convey your message. You can't even say what you want to say because you're worrying about what you want to talk about, saying filler words. Yeah, guys. The best way to manage this is to think before you speak. Genuinely pause and think for 3 seconds. So what if it's a little awkward? So what if it's weird? And I still need practice on this. I'm still learning this. But I've made so much progress from the past 5 months of me making videos. I've learned so much from the way I speak and how to talk to people. You can definitely do this if you put some focus on how you talk. When you make stutters with what you say and you don't pause, you sound really dumb. I don't know how to phrase it so it's more nice, but it really is making us look like a fool. When we stutter a million times, when we say, like, just because. I'm doing it well right now, and maybe it isn't the best for viewer retention, maybe it isn't the best for polarizing people, but you can get your message across way better, even if you do stutter one time. It's noticeable when you stutter when you're speaking like this. So imagine doing that every second. Every 5 seconds you say just. Every 3 seconds you say like. And you don't end your sentence. You keep on going. You keep on going with that repetitive sentence that no one cares about. I'll literally stare at you for 10 seconds. I don't care. Imagine how better of a speaker that was of me to take time in what I'm saying so I can actually talk to you, give you value, instead of trying to think of a million different things to say when I'm thinking of, oh, and you should do this, like, because, and when I tried this, it didn't really work out, and I don't think you should do this much, and like, just because it just doesn't sound like as good, like, honestly, like, I don't even know why, just because so many and you just sound stupid. All right, end of video. If you found this video somewhat helpful or interesting, click and watch the video right here. Subscribe to my channel because I'm going to try to help you every single day, whether it's videos like these or videos like that. I'll try to help you. All right, like this video if you liked it, found it interesting. Focus on the way you talk, because all of them, they don't do it, and I've progressed from this so much, and you can do it too. Focus on it more, get better at talking, and you'll convey more people, help people, sell more stuff to people. See ya. Alright boys, that wraps it up. Thank you for watching me make videos for an hour. Yeah. Oh, it's a soggy paper, but we did it. We got rid of this page. We don't have to worry about it being soggy anymore. We just did it. We got rid of it. We got done with it. And our future self is glad that we made those videos so we can reap the rewards. The person who sows the most reaps the most. So, yeah. That's it with this. Thank you for watching this video. And yeah, I'll see you later. Take care. And make sure, if you found this video somewhat helpful or interesting, as always, click and watch this video right here. Subscribe to my channel right there. I'll be posting more beneficial videos to help you every day. Maybe I'll post a bonus video like this one once in a while, give you some more value. But yeah, that wraps it up. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go home, edit these videos. I forgot to do thumbnails. No. Alright, I'll do that later, but when I end this, but I'll see you later. Peace, take care. Be awesome.